I'm an artist, I'm a painter, I love to paint, and I am a community artist, which means to me, I like to work with other people and get to know other people through art making. I grew up in a super diverse community in Silver Spring, Maryland. I went to public school there, so I grew up around people of all kinds, and I sort of took that for granted until I moved away for college. Learning about other people's experiences growing up, I quickly recognized that oftentimes folks are much more isolated from people other than themselves. And that was the first time I really experienced like overt racism. After college, I started traveling. I went to Thailand and ended up getting a job, really luckily, at an art studio there. So I started teaching, and teaching art, became part of my practice. And art became this way for me to connect with people. It was a little in to make connections with other people. And so I started recognizing it as both a career path, as an educator, and as a social practice, a way to engage with other people and other cultures. So I moved to Baltimore a couple years ago. East Baltimore, it's changing really dramatically. You have blocks of vacant homes. You have new high-rise apartments shooting up right next to each other. So I think that's what led me outside with my easel, and I started painting these kind of areas of transition. Facing change was my way to explore really digging deeper than what's on the surface level to try to figure out what's really going on. And as I was doing that, neighbors, residents would come up to me and talk to me, and I started really welcoming those conversations and asking folks about the places that I was painting. What is this area? What did it used to be? How did it get like this? So I paint portraits of each of the people that I interviewed on formstone, which is an exterior facade found on a lot of row homes here in Baltimore. And I would collect debris from houses being demolished and paint their faces right on there. So the material that the portraits are painted on are actually part of this change that's happening. So there's this face, this portrait of a person who's experienced these changes on a material that is a byproduct of that dramatic change. Art innately is an emotional experience, and I think it asks you to be emotional and perceptive to feelings. Throughout this project of creating Facing Change, I heard a lot of really sad stories about people losing what they perceive to be their home or feeling pushed out. But I think at the end of the day, I get a feeling of hope and strength and pride through working with communities, because I want this artwork to highlight the positivity in communities, in relationships, and people working together to make things better.